It's Katie Lee, and this is Katie Lee on Z103, the podcast, a replay of today's full show. Z103, it's Katie Lee. I'm on to day 3. Actually, no, I feel like it's day 7 of trying to get Nix to eat food. I know you probably don't really care about the issues of my dog, but man, that's currently the biggest thing in my life because, you know, the dog, she needs food. Anyways, this morning, you don't know what I made her this morning. She eats better than I do. She had chicken, she had Greek yogurt, she had, her regular dog food because I had to mix it in there, and chicken broth all mixed in together, and she did eat it all. She did. The only problem about this is that I don't want her to think that she gets all of these mix-ins because I can't afford this. I can't. Thankfully, I'm not the only one that's going through this. My sister's best friend in Boise, her German Shepherd is also going through this whole phase of not wanting to eat what they're given. Apparently, it's a German Shepherd thing. I didn't know this. I've never had a dog not want the food that we give them. Like, this is a very big first for me. So I am going to be trying out a whole entire other dog food brand because she doesn't like that one. I'm eventually going to find one that she's going to like. I got to figure this out before I go on my trip because my mom's just like, I'm not giving her like this giant, beautiful meal every single day. And I was like, well, if I'm gone, you're going to have to because she's not going to eat it. Just saying. Z103, it is Katie Lee, and I have your 2 o'clock tea for you today. I don't understand the hate on Sydney Sweeney. Like, the girl is literally just being hired for ads. So, anyways, there's a new one for Jimmy Choo, and everybody's complaining about how she's mocking ballet, I guess. Let's remember, she's not the one that writes this stuff. She does this. Anyways, moving on. Let's see. Zoe Kravitz and Harry Styles were spotted holding hands. Honestly, they would make a really cute couple. I feel like they would do really good together. Let's see. James Gunn announced that the next Superman movie, Man of Tomorrow, is going to be out July 2027. Wow. Good night. I did watch this yesterday. The trailer for the new Wuthering Heights, starring Margot Robbie and Jacob Elordi. Dude, it looks super good. It honestly doesn't look much like Wuthering Heights at all, but it still looks like a pretty good movie. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. This one. I saw this one this morning. Sophie Turner from, Game of Thrones. She's gonna play Lara Croft in Amazon's Tomb Raider series. I can see her doing a really good job on that. I'm okay with that. I feel like it's gonna be really good. This was funny. Lil Jon came in 3rd in the over 45 category at the Muscle Beach fitness competition. Honestly, congrats to him. He looks great for 45. You know what? Take that back. There's a lot of people that look good for 45. I don't know why I said that. Anyways, this one was interesting. I wasn't a big fan of Lady Gaga's The Dead Dance song from season 2 of Wednesday, but the music video was directed by Tim Burton, and it was phenomenal. I loved the video. Not a fan of the song, but it was still really, really good. Let's see. Sabrina Carpenter says a recent heartbreak inspired her new album, Man's Best Friend, as most music is. And yeah, that's about all I got for you on your 2 o'clock tea on Z103. Well, I procrastinated yesterday, so I still have a chance. Nobody won the $1.4 billion Powerball jackpot last night. Saturday's drawing is going to be one of the largest jackpots ever, an estimated $1.7 billion. A girl could drink. I could do so many things with $1.7 billion. Nobody would ever know. Like, I wouldn't say jack squat about winning something, but there would definitely be signs. New motorcycle. I'd get a new roof on my house. I'd probably have a bigger yard. I'd have a brand new closet, maybe a private jet. Probably not that one. I don't really need a private jet. I just need to go places, but new motorcycle for sure. Z103, it is Katie Lee. Found this story over at eastidahonews.com. Idaho State University's 9/11 Day of Service is inviting the community to honor lives lost in the 2001 attacks with a week of events. So it begins on Monday, September 8th. They're kicking off on the ISU quad. There's going to be volunteers that are going to assemble veteran kits and plant flags in remembrance. And then the main event is the 9/11 Memorial Stair Climb Thursday, September 11th from 5:30 to 8 p.m. at the ICCU Dome. Participants will climb 110 flights to honor fallen first responders, with some firefighters doing it in full gear, by the way. And then the week will wrap up with the Community Emergency Preparedness Fair Saturday, September 20th. Is that right? I don't know if that's right. Anyways, that'll wrap up. Yep, September 20th. From 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the ISU ballroom. Organizers say that the goal is not just remembrance, but bringing the community together in service. Honestly, any kind of event like this, I'm all for. So if you want more details about this, for all the dates and the times for everything, head over to eastidahonews.com. Idaho's number one hit music channel, Z103. It is Katie Lee. I'm really, I don't know if I'm sad, but I'm also a little, I don't know how to feel. Somebody said that I sounded like Miley Cyrus, the way that I talk, because I do talk low when I'm trying to figure out how to explain it. So when I talk, I can't even show you. I don't know what it is, but they're just like, did you know that you sound like Miley Cyrus when you talk like super low? And I'm just like, what are you talking about? See, it's that lower register. When it hit into the lower register when I talk about things, they're just like, yeah, you sound like Miley Cyrus when you hit that lower register of your voice. I'm just like, no, I don't. And I listened back to a couple of my shows. They're just like, yeah, this was a coworker, by the way. And they're just like, yeah, you sound like Miley Cyrus when you hit that gravelly low type of thing. And I'm just like, no, I don't. It really hurts my feelings because I don't have... Miley Cyrus smoked a lot of things in her life, and that's why she has the voice that she has, okay? I'm sure there's other things as well. I think she also has like a voice nodule that she refuses to get removed. But there's lots of cases. I don't have any of that, okay? I just have a little bit of a lower register when I talk about things, okay? So now I'm going to be very self-conscious about talking, and I don't ever want to hit that lower register ever again. And so I'm just going to talk like this for the rest of my life. Why is it so bad? Everybody's complaining that millennials just put LOL at the end of every single text message or at the beginning of every text message. And I'm not I'm like a millennial and a Gen Z. I'm like right there on that edge. Like, we're called Zillennials, by the way, because we grew up in the millennial world and the Gen Z world. Anyways, I am definitely that person that puts LOL either at the beginning or the end of every text. And it's not because we're laughing out loud. No, it is literally just to soften the delivery of every single text so we don't sound mean or angry or sad or whatever. It's just to soften the send. That's all it is. Idaho's number one hit music channel, Z103. It is Katie Lee. We're talking about a new trend that's going on, basically kind of similar to New Year's resolutions, okay? You know, we usually put off making any changes until January 1st. Like, you know, new year, new me. Then it doesn't really stick. But there's a new trend going around. It's called the Great Lock-In. So instead of waiting, you know, you pick up on something that you really want to focus on right now and you commit to it to the end of the year. And so, like, it doesn't have to be anything like huge, running a marathon or cutting out sweets. Something, I don't know, it can be as simple as getting consistent sleep, drinking more water. That's a really important one. I don't know, just simple things. The whole idea basically is to shake off like the lazy summer vibes that we've all had. And as they say, lock in on something that makes you feel good. I kind of like it. We don't have to sit and wait for January to start being the version of yourself that you want to be. So guess what? You can start now. Hold yourself accountable. Sorry. Hold yourself accountable. It's my bad. And I don't know. Maybe by the time that New Year's rolls around, you're going to be ahead of the game. You're going to continue the things that you started, and you're going to be a whole new you. I don't know. I think it's a good idea. I like it. Z103, it is Katie Lee. I'm having an argument with my family. So apparently we're supposed to be having family pictures tomorrow night. And I told my mom, I'm just like, okay, cool. Everybody has their kids and their spouses. I get my dog. She's just like, we're not having Nix in the family pictures. I was like, yes, we are. My dog is my family. Literally, she sleeps on my bed. I give her fancy food. She is there with me every single day. I drop her off at daycare every day. I take her to the doctor all the time. She is my child. She is my family. And she will be in family photos. My mom's just like, okay, she can be in a couple of them. I was like, no. If I do not see the family photo hanging on your wall and Nix is not in it, I will be removing it and I will be putting the right one in. Nix will be in family photos. Everybody else has their kids. Everybody else has their spouses. Me and Nix. It is, and guess what? I've trained her so well to be so good in pictures. Like, she sits so well. Okay? I've got this ready. I've got it figured out. And she's going to look at her absolute best for family photos. Just you wait. I'll be posting them on Facebook. Z103, it is Katie Lee. Got your daily dummy for today. So everybody hates that person that cuts in line, right? Even more when they ask to cut in line. Like, dude, no. Well, this guy did exactly that. His name is Daniel. He's in Florida. Shocker. There was a couple ahead of him. I think he was at a grocery store. There's a couple ahead of him, and he asked to, or he tried to cut in line, and the couple ahead of him were just like, no. So he stormed out. But, you know, instead of just like sulking in the car like somebody should, you shouldn't be cutting in line in the first place. Daniel came back and decided to spray them in the face with bug spray. Because that's the reaction that you needed to have. Dude, police tracked him down, and he is now facing 2 counts of aggravated battery. One victim actually had to go to the hospital. Thankfully, everybody is okay. So, moral of the story, don't cut in line, okay? Also, why are you bug spraying people? Like, really? I don't know why. That was not the right reaction. You could have just been like, had a whole tantrum and stormed off, and then just ended it at that. So, don't cut in line. You're not more important than anybody else. Everybody is important, okay? Okay. Z103, it is Katie Lee, my friends. I am out of here for the day. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your evening. Y'all stay safe, stay legit, be awesome, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Goodbye. Thanks for listening to Katie Lee on Z103, the podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Katie Lee on Z103 is hosted by Katie Lee and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.